What's going on, everybody? I'm Patrick from Powlax, and in this video we're going to be going over a simple way to integrate your 3v2s and your 4v3s so that you can give all of your players reps on both sides of the ball. And it's simply called 3v2s to 4v3s. So to set this drill up, you're just going to set up your usual 3v2 set where you have 3 lines of one color, in this case red, and then 2 lines of the other color, in this case blue. You can run this drill from any position. In this example, I'm going to show you guys low because this is where our live examples are going to come in, but you can also run it from up top, which we call high. You can run it from either wing, and you can also modify it and add 2 additional lines on the opposite side of the field so that you can run 3v2s from one direction and then run the 4v3s from the other direction. So in order to start the drill, a coach is just going to pass the ball into one of the 3 lines. So in this case, the red lines. Once this player catches the ball, these players are all free. So the first player in each line is going to be able to go and start playing. And so as they get in to play, now we're going to be working on setting up our transition strategy, making sure we're focusing on spacing, moving the ball, drawing and dumping, things of that nature on the offense. And on the defensive side of the ball, we're going to be working on things like slow playing, making sure that we don't pick up an offensive player until he's dangerous, rotating, communication, all of our defensive strategy stuff. Within our 3v2s from behind, we were focusing on making sure that our offense attacked top side. So we had a bunch of our players trying to attack top side. And then as the ball was possibly redirected back behind the goal, our defensive focus was to make sure that this backside player didn't rotate down to defend a player behind the goal, giving up an easy 2-pass option for the offense. So we were really focused on teaching our defensive players that they can slow play a man behind the goal because he doesn't have the opportunity to shoot and score. Once the 3v2 rep ends in a dropped pass or a shot, the coach is going to throw in another ball to one of the 2 blue lines. And once this ball is caught, the 2 blue lines are free. And at this point, the 3 offensive players from the 3v2 will become defensive players, and the 2 defensive players from the 3v2 will join the 2 new blue players to play offense in the next phase of the drill. So as this happens, the red players are going to get in to play defense, the blue players are going to space themselves well, and the 2 new blue players are going to come in and help the other 2 attack the goal. Within the 4v3s, we were having our offense set up into a box and having them attack the 3 defensemen with quick ball movement and looking for skip passes. So as this player carried up, he would try to draw the defenseman, move the ball, and as we were moving the ball and trying to attack, the offensive players were looking to move the defenseman and find skip passes to each other through the defense. The defense was working on communication, making sure they had their ball left and right calls, and then making sure that as they rotated that they touched the hat. And so in touching the hat, once the ball moves up the side from this player, he wants to make sure that as he is rotating to get down to the other player, because we're 4v3 and we have to rotate, that he wants to go into the middle of the field covering up a skip lane before he approaches the next player. And that's an easy way to integrate your 3v2s and 4v3s so that all of your players have to play both sides of the ball. After a little while, we would have these 2 teams switch so the other team could play the 3v2 versus the 4v3. And now at the end of this video, we're going to show you some live examples and then show you a green screen mock-up of how this drill will run from the low side, high side, and then a high-low difference where rather than just having these 5 lines here, we would add 2 of the defensive lines so that the first ball would come into this red group and the second ball would come into this high group. It's actually flipped, but yeah, you get the idea. Let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comment section. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Follow Powlax on Instagram and Facebook. And if you'd like to support Powlax, you can do that at patreon.com/Powlax. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video.